Hey, how's it going? What up, man? I don't hear any audio right now. There
It's
we
Panther
go.
Producer.
Here we are.
Here we
Back to
are.
school.
What's going on? And look, I want to thank you so much for having me on your program. God bless you. Peace on earth. Peace and love and harmony and civility to all of your watchers and viewers and voyeurs, stalkers, and lovers and haters and in-betweeners.
For real. I appreciate that. And good to see you.
Thank you, thank you. So, I want to start off this live stream session, if we could, with a little proverbially what I call sesh. And what I do
Right.
here is I get myself right with the Lord. And by getting myself right with the Lord, I got to go way back in time to, maybe the first days of creation when the Lord created herbs, before the dinosaurs, before the dolphins, maybe. And those herbs were there for us as well. Probably most
Hmm.
likely the humans, because when we found it, we were able to have maybe life altering, mind altering experiences to better ourselves, to work on ourselves. And then the Nixon era came along, and here we are again. So I'm going to pack a bowl if that's okay.
Right.
Thanks.
For
Not
sure.
that I'm in.
What? I
Thank,
I am too.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So we love you too. We love the. Well, no, no. What you know? What I'm sorry. You know what? This is a no, not a no spin zone. This is a no lie zone. Here,
Hmm.
and I know you with you too, is that we're honest people, okay? And we want to do an honest live stream. So,
For
way to
real.
do that is get right with the Lord. Thank you. Oh man,
Right.
that's nice, man. I love the South, and I love elephant ears.
Hmm?
I love elephant ears.
Oh,
Cheers.
elephant ears.
Storms.
Are you
Peace.
talking about the plant?
The pastry,
Oh.
because I believe you mentioned before about Tennessee. Now, I had lived in Johnson City for a couple months.
Hmm.
I came to Alaska, who hooked me up, being on that show. And the point
Yeah.
is this: those elephant ears are amazing. What they are is
Hmm.
it's dough and it's fried, but it's like stretched out, and they call them elephant ears. And it's a big thing in Johnson City. If you have
Okay.
elephant ears, we love you, and I
All right.
crave those elephants.
Dude, I want to try one.
How are you, Pants, the producer?
Excited for this year, man. Honestly. I have some. Hopefully, we're gonna have some performances here and some EPs I'm gonna drop.
Nice, man. Are you going on tour? Nice, nice, nice.
I I want to go on tour, but I haven't I haven't done anything like that yet, so I'm hesitant to say anything about it.
Okay, well, that's why I actually called. That's why we're here right now. Is because I really want to say to you that we should probably book a tour where I could open up for you or whatever, Um, and I have like a 2 hour, 3 hour show. I could probably do a 10 hour show. I mean, anyway, but the point is this: is it'd probably
Right?
be a 2 hour show, and I can open up for you, and then or whatever, or I don't know even know what it would be. I do know it.
Yeah.
I know what it would be. I have it here, right here. What the heck I know exactly what it would be right here because I have the tour schedule right here. So let's
There
just
we go.
break right into it while we're here. And
Let's do it.
I'll read it to you. So basically, it's this. It's a live stream tour. We do 51 cities, or no, no, more than that. We do 100 cities. We do. You know what? We go wherever we want to go. We're gonna play some basements. We're gonna play some house parties. We're gonna play some backyards. We're gonna play some barbecues. We're gonna play some midnight parties out there on the lake at the gazebo, and we're gonna be rocking out We don't need a lot of electricity. Maybe you'll have a djembe, and I'll have my bass guitar, and we can rock it out, and we can do improv for hours, and people can buy tickets. It'll never be more than $20 a ticket. If you cannot afford a ticket, you will be put on the VIP guest list and allowed backstage. And you can hang out with our entourage. You can roll a joint with us. You can also eat at the buffet. We'll have some baked ziti for you, maybe baked clams for those that are not kosher, and you'll be allowed backstage to hang out. If you have a weapon, you must leave it at the door. It will be melted down and donated to charity.
Right.
Shalom, I mean. So that's the show. It's $20. If you can't afford to get in, you're on the guest list, buddy, or budette. And we're very decent, wholesome folks. There will be no forced intercourse whatsoever. Thanks.
Right. Absolutely.
Consensual all the way. Even when it's a role play. The role play. If it's a role play, it's consensual still. But if she says no, no, I say, oh, should I stop? I said, no. Que loco, papi. So this is the tour. We do a lot of that kind of humor on the tour. We joke around. We do a lot of we don't do so many practical jokes, but we'll have a tour bus. We're going to go around to every state, and we do satire, parody, improvised humor. We're going to have a panel show. We're going to have a live band. We're going to have a lot of different things. We're going to have dancers. We're going to have an audience. We're going to have singers. We're going to have Q&A. We're going to have a lot of things going on with this show, and it's only $20 to get in. You can't afford to get in. Guess what, buddy and budette? You're on the guest list. You got a weapon. We're going to grind that down and donate it to charity. Thanks. Peace.
There we go.
Proverbial. Well,
it's going to be so much fun stuff, man.
We try our best to bring fun into the life when they're committing ecocide and destroying the planet. We have to bring the light and love and beauty into the world, and that's what we try to do. Pants the producer. You heard me now?
Yeah. Sure.
You heard me now? Man, no ting, man. No ting. I gotta get irie. I gotta get right for the Lord. I tell everybody all the time. It's like, dude, Todd, you smoke pot every day. I say, well, I want to be right with the Lord every day. I'm not gonna skip a day where I have to give thanks to the Lord every day. And in order to do that, there must be what's called a korbanot. In Hebrew, it's called a korbanot. It's a peace offering, which is something that the Lord made. And now I'm bringing it back to him by smoking it, ingesting it, and having a nice irie high experience, elevating my mood and not getting fatutz with the state of the world. Now, the Torah, I was telling you before, the Torah said all this bad shit would happen. Hold tight, folks. If you're pious and you're not biased, they can never buy us. So the point is this. You got to hold tight. You got to hold tight. You stay true to your vision. You stick to your quote-unquote proverbial, what it's called, but your talents. Yeah. Stick to your talents. Use your art. Now, listen. Do not protest, okay? You can walk out, quit your job. Most definitely do that. If it's a 9-to-5 job and it's not helping anything and you're just breaking even and it's destroying the planet at the same time and your boss is a prick and you hate everybody because your job sucks, you can walk out and you should walk out. And here's the other thing. Don't protest. Don't throw anything. Don't throw Molotov cocktails. Don't throw stones. Nothing. What you can do is this. Can I tell them what they can do? It's very controversial.
Of course.
You can sign your name. You can sign your name. It's called a petition. Okay? A petition for what? Take it white, Todd. Take it white, Todd. Impeachment. Yeah, a petition for impeachment. You are not to march in the streets. I'm going to get very Bernie with you. Look at my hands. I'm getting very Bernie with you. You're not to march in the streets. You are to sign a petition. You understand? You got enough balls to say how much you hate this and that? You still use the platforms. You still use the Twitters. You still use the fucking X. What a garbage platform! And the algorithm coming out now with the whistleblowers on Facebook that this algorithm shit was meant to do harm and evil in the world in the first place. And you're hooked on it. I can't talk. You can't get laid anymore because they're hooked on their phones. Give me a friggin' break. A real weasel of a break. I said. I said, what the heck's going on this planet? I said, the Lord is good. The Lord is slow to anger. Not going to retaliate. Lord will punish. Thank you. I'm in. You know what I'm saying? You want to be patriotic? That's how. Put your name on the line that's dotted. You sign your name. You don't like how things are going? Delete the app. Sign your name. Quick fix. You want to see them at their knees? Delete the app.
For real.
Right? You want to see them sucking off each other, not Gangnam style. It's very not Scorpion King. It is the centipede, millipede king, ass eating chain that they want to show you in El Salvador. But what's really going is that's what they do, because these the billionaires have a taste for something, and it starts with an F. It's an E, a C, E, and an S, and that's feces, and they love to eat it. So Elon Musk and all those motherfuckers have a very high probability of liking to eat shit. They like to get shit on. They like to get kicked in the balls. Why? Because they're bad people. Thank you. I'm in.
Yeah.
Real peace. Peace and real peace. Not bored of peace. Of course they're fucking bored of peace. They want to make money on your corpses. Well, selling oil. Oil is the excrement of the devil. It's been said a billion times. Oil is the feces of the devil. There are a billion ways the Lord will provide for you. You do not have to rape the earth. His creation, you do that to her? How dare you? How dare they? And I implore thee to smite the wicked. But that's already in the rule book.
Right.
He's slow to anger. The Lord is slow to anger. I can assure you of this. You do not have to retaliate against these evil mongers. But what you can do is you could take a pen, even a virtual signature, right? Go to what's it called? Womensmarch.com. Go to Women's March. Look it up, and you can sign the petition for impeachment because there are a few.
Really?
Oh yeah. They can impeach a lot of people up there. A lot of bad actors can be impeached, and people don't know that because they're thinking animalistically. They're thinking fight or flight. Well, you don't have to do either. You could sign. You can sign. You can sign. That is your duty as a patriot. Thank you.
True. It can be hard to find where to sign sometimes.
Let me take my hat off. Is that I've seen a lot of shit that ain't right, and the whole thing is this: Mama didn't say there'd be shit like that, right? Mama didn't tell me there'd be shit like that. As a matter of fact, but the Torah did. But the Torah did. The Torah from 6,000 years ago. Look, I know I'm getting on my soapbox here. I'm getting my life raft here. Look, this is a little life raft. This is my life raft. This is my little life raft here. I'm on a life raft right here. See, this is my life raft.
Mm-hmm.
70s plush. Anyway, so the point is, this guitar.
Hey.
Wild Thing. So as we started with Wild Thing, I might grab this. This is what Arlo Guthrie. No, Woody Guthrie. Some Guthrie said. Maybe if Pete Seeger. He wrote on the guitar. Says this. He says this weapon kills fascists. Whoa. And that was in the 60s and 70s. During the Vietnam era when shit was going wrong. Back then we knew these bastards couldn't be trusted. You couldn't give them your car keys or even your social security number. When they might fuck up and get it backwards and upside down and inside out. You gotta smoke the pipe, a bong, you got a piece of pipe. You gotta smoke the bong, you got a piece of pipe. You bring peace and love into the world when they're just making pieces and hurl. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Forget that shit. Don't get lost in that toxic garbage. Rise above the rest. Elohim, the high road. Robert Frost had a great poem called The Road Least Traveled, and that made all the difference. And that made all the difference. the road less traveled, and then it all the difference. Whoa. All the difference, yeah, let's celebrate the differences. It would be boring if it was just a quilt with one color. A very boring one that tries to act like Nazis, but more like KKK thugs who got lost at the frat party. The last name in the Indian phone book, and the Y for the WWW. What the fuck? Whoa, what happened to education? That's the antithesis of evil and war. Is education the antithesis of what's wrong in the world today? Educate yourself, but where can you go when the internet is no longer trustworthy? Where can you go these days? Where can you go these days? It's a snowstorm. Where can you go these days? Where can you go these days? Yeah, 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 yeah. Be creative and make art. Leave the shit and then leave the farts. All the hot air that means nothing, you know it's true. Be yourself and be true.
Nice.
What's that? Smoke a peace pipe.
I didn't know you sing too, man.
Oh, thank you. I do it
I
all.
think you said that. But it's great getting to hear you sing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I just
I
want
want
to
to
say
be
that,
Elvis Presley. I want to be like Elvis.
yeah.
You know, Elvis was beloved and he was also great to the fans. So those are two things that I would love to have going on. And I might have another thing for you. Right to this one. Let's see.
Also, you play bass.
Well, bass is what I started with. I mean, actually, I started with violin when I was 5, and then bass at like 12 or 13. After my dad passed away, and I started playing music like full on. 30 years of bass, and I was like, well, I got so good at bass, I could play any stringed instrument. And I'm so rhythmic that I could play drums, maybe not any fills, but I have rhythm. You know, I can hold a beat. I'm a good man.
That's awesome.
Right on. So yeah, I think in that last song we addressed a lot of issues, probably a lot of stuff that I probably said I wasn't going to talk about, but I'm glad that we did. I'm glad that got out there and that people can understand you don't have to march in the streets. You don't have to commit any kind of act of violence. You shouldn't. We would say don't. But as a matter of fact, what you can do is take a pen and you sign your name, or you go to womensmarch.com or Act Blue, and you can look that up. And there are petitions you can actually sign your digital signature and get those motherfuckers behind bars where they belong. Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your service. Right? Thank you for your service. Do I make you nervous? Right. The truth. Right. That's what they're afraid of. Right. Words. They're afraid of words. So we're back to the PMRC, the '80s, this witch hunt and bullshit. Right. After when they went after heavy metal music and lyrics. Right. But actually, they were just like bored housewives that didn't get it enough, right? Or weren't getting it the right way. We got bored of getting it. No, they didn't get it. But because they weren't happy, there was not enough oxytocin going through their systems, even though they could have easily passed that through and gotten a lot of healing for PTSD and trauma victims, especially the veterans. They could have healed the veterans with the psychedelics, but they chose not to do that. And we thought that the psychedelic revolution was upon us. There's a lot of healing that the Lord creates
Mm-hmm.
through the plant medicine. The Lord made that before the dinosaurs, before the Nixon era. Sign.
That's true.
So you go to Act Blue or Women's March, you look it up, and you can sign a petition, and you can make the world a better place. Because it's not just us; it's suffering from what's going on today. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Right? I mean, what happens here affects everyone, especially the way they're doing it. Right? They really want to fuck it up. Right? They want things irreparable. That's what they like. So they give you no option. You have to fuck off to Mars. Right? I made a song about it. They're going to sell your ass to Mars. That's what they want to do because they want to give you no option. They would say, "Oh, the Earth was a loser planet. It was never going to work out." No, the Lord has a plan for you too, and it might not be nice. you know, I don't envy these people. I really don't. So this Christian death cult, it is exactly what it is. There are real Christians. There are real born agains. But then there's also what's called the Christian death cult. And if they're going around and not just committing genocide, but ecocide and going around parading around like they're going to have a real estate auction at the end of the month, I mean, who's real around here? Who's real and who's not real? Right? Shema Yisrael. Well, what they've done is like my Jewish brothers and sisters are basically being held hostage with their current regime. So this YouTube video, I don't even know if it's going to show because I just said that. So I mean, the thing is this: is that what they've done? It says in the Torah, you're not to do. Right? We were not to do to our neighbors what were done to us in Nazi Germany. Right? And it's not that they're being sophisticated or systematic. No, no, no. They're very, very, very. This is not a surgical strike on Hamas. They're just. There's no words for this, but the Torah states that they would go very, very far before the Lord has His way with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how things go because it's not sustainable what they do. You cannot go around trying to get dominion from everybody because you want dominion in a certain strategic point in the region to destabilize the region and then plant your flag and have all the McDonald's and whatever you want and your Riviera and the Billionaires Club and whatever it is that it's all bullshit and it does not apply to the common person. That club, no one can get into. And once you're in it, they're pouring hot wax on their genitals, still trying to get to the front of the line. It's a hole in their soul that will never be filled. Okay, you don't want to be these people. You don't want to be like Elon Musk. You don't want to be a crypto billionaire. You don't want to be even one of these losers who they have billions of dollars, but they're the worst people in the world. They're the worst, lowest frequency. These are the worst people on top, and they're calling the shots. These are the people running the show. So you have a duty to sign your name. You have a duty to go to Act Blue or Women's March. You can look it up on any search engine, whether it's Google sucking the nuts off of every oligarch and making the world a terrible place because of what they do with Google. It's horrible. They spy on you. They're collecting your information, and they're not making the world a better place. They're lying to you. I know it's easy to believe a lie. I know that. But they are lying to you. It's a bitter truth. And the sooner you delete all these apps from your phone and sign that petition for impeachment, we'll be all in a better place. And the world will be in a better place too, because everything that happens here affects everyone else, especially the way they're doing it. They know what they're doing and they get off on it. They're wrong, they're evil, they're bad, and they must be locked up. The way to do it, you sign a petition, you go to Act Blue or Women's March. Thank you, peace.
All right, yeah.
I mean it. I mean peace.
Yeah,
And the way to do it is to lock up these evil Jews. I got to go. Somebody's at the door. God bless you. Peace. Love your show. All right, Pants? See you real soon, all right? God bless you, man. All the best.
All right. Feel free to ask me some questions if you want. That's Todd from Brutal Impact. I'm Pants producer. I have a new song out now on my YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, Electronic Show. And I have some shorts if you want to see some freestyle. But check out my shows. I'll be giving away some free merch. I have some hats, some paintings.